What if the 2027 Porsche 911 Turbo S becomes so fast that regular supercars start looking slow? Not joking. We're talking about a car that could embarrass million-dollar exotics at a traffic light, then calmly drive you home in comfort like nothing happened. And the crazy part? Porsche might not even change the formula too much, because honestly, they already perfected it years ago. But now, with hybrid technology entering the 911 world, smarter AI systems, sharper aerodynamics, and even more brutal acceleration, the next Turbo S could become the most complete performance car on the planet. The question is, will it still feel like a real 911, or is Porsche slowly turning it into a computer on wheels? And if you had around $250,000 to spend, would you pick this over a Lamborghini, Ferrari, or even a McLaren? Today, we're diving deep into the 2027 Porsche 911 Turbo S. And trust me, this one is not just about speed, this is about whether the king of everyday supercars is about to become unbeatable again. The first thing Porsche understands better than almost any brand is this: don't ruin a legendary design. That's why the 2027 Turbo S is expected to keep the classic 911 shape alive. From far away, some people may even say, wait, that looks similar to the old one. But Porsche fans know the small details matter more than dramatic redesigns. The front bumper will probably become sharper and more aggressive, with larger cooling intakes, because this thing is expected to produce insane power. The rear light bar may get slimmer, cleaner, and more futuristic, while the active aero elements could become smarter than ever before. And honestly, Porsche has reached a dangerous level where they don't even need crazy styling anymore. The 911 Turbo S already carries that silent rich guy energy. It doesn't scream for attention like a Lamborghini. It quietly pulls up beside you and destroys your ego in 2.5 seconds. The wheels are expected to get new aerodynamic designs for better airflow, and the body might use even more lightweight materials. But here's something important. Porsche usually focuses on function first, drama second. So if you're expecting giant fake vents and TikTok-style aggression everywhere, this probably won't be that kind of car. Inside, the 2027 Turbo S will likely continue Porsche's strategy of mixing luxury with serious driver focus. And honestly, this is where Porsche embarrasses many exotic brands. Some supercars feel exciting for 20 minutes, then annoying after 2 days. The 911 Turbo S feels usable every single day. Expect a fully digital curved display setup inspired by newer Porsche models, but hopefully without removing all the physical controls. Because let's be real for a second, nobody wants to adjust climate settings through 14 touchscreen menus while driving at 180 miles per hour. The seats will probably become even more supportive, especially for aggressive driving, but still comfortable enough for long road trips. Material quality should remain top tier, with leather, Alcantara, carbon fiber, and aluminum everywhere. And unlike some rivals, Porsche interiors usually age very well. Even after years, they still feel expensive instead of looking like a nightclub after closing time. Now let me ask you something. Would you actually daily drive a 911 Turbo S if you could afford one, or would you keep it only for weekends? Because honestly, that's the magic of this car. It can do both. Tech-wise, Porsche is expected to push harder into AI-assisted systems. Now, before people panic and say, oh no, another car becoming a robot, relax. Porsche usually integrates technology carefully. The AI features will likely focus more on driving adaptation, predictive navigation, suspension adjustment, driver behavior learning, and smarter performance tuning. Imagine the car learning your driving style over time. Maybe it notices you prefer aggressive corner exits, faster throttle response, or softer suspension during city driving. The system could automatically adjust settings depending on your habits and even road conditions. That's the kind of AI Porsche may introduce instead of useless gimmicks nobody asked for. The infotainment system should become faster and cleaner too, with better voice controls and deeper smartphone integration. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto will obviously be there, along with advanced real-time navigation systems. But here's my honest concern. Modern cars are becoming too dependent on software. And when software fails, the ownership experience can become frustrating. Porsche is usually better than most brands at reliability, but more technology always means more complexity. So long-term ownership costs could rise, especially after warranty periods end. Now let's talk about the main reason people care about the Turbo S in the first place: performance. This thing is expected to become an absolute missile. Reports and rumours suggest the 2027 model could use a heavily updated twin-turbo flat-six engine combined with hybrid assistance. That means instant electric torque mixed with classic Porsche turbo power. And honestly, that combination sounds terrifying in the best possible way. Current Turbo S models already hit 60 mph in ridiculous time. The 2027 version could potentially dip close to the low 2-second range if Porsche really goes aggressive with hybrid performance systems. Think about that for a second. We are reaching motorcycle-level acceleration inside a luxury coupe with cup holders. And that's the scary thing about Porsche. They make insane speed feel normal. In many supercars, 150 mph feels like a near-death experience. In a Turbo S, it feels like you accidentally pressed fast forward. The all-wheel drive system will likely become even smarter, with better torque vectoring and faster traction management. Corner exits could become brutally efficient, especially in bad weather. That's another area where the Turbo S destroys many exotic rivals. Rain, cold roads, slightly rough pavement. The Porsche still hooks up and launches like physics doesn't matter. But there's also a possible downside. Some hardcore enthusiasts already say modern Turbo S models feel too perfect. Too easy, too digital, too controlled. They miss the raw feeling older sports cars used to have. And honestly, they're not completely wrong. The 2027 model may become even faster, but the big question is whether it will still feel emotional enough. Because speed alone doesn't create personality. Driving feel is where Porsche usually saves itself from criticism. The steering response, chassis balance, brake confidence, and body control are normally world-class. Even people who dislike Porsche pricing often admit the engineering is ridiculous. Expect rear-wheel steering, adaptive suspension, smarter active aerodynamics, and upgraded braking systems. The car should feel planted at high speeds while remaining surprisingly comfortable during normal driving. And this balance is why the Turbo S has such a strong reputation. A Ferrari may feel more dramatic, a Lamborghini may sound crazier, but the Porsche often feels more complete overall. If you're someone who actually drives hard instead of only parking outside restaurants for Instagram photos, the Turbo S makes a lot of sense. Safety will probably improve significantly too. Advanced driver assistance systems, collision prevention, adaptive cruise control, lane management, night vision technology, and smarter sensor systems are all expected. Porsche knows buyers at this level want performance without sacrificing modern safety standards. And honestly, this matters more than people admit, because when a car becomes this fast, driver confidence and safety systems become extremely important. One small mistake at high speed can become catastrophic very quickly. Practicality is another hidden strength of the 911 Turbo S. No, it's not a family SUV. But compared to most supercars, it's shockingly usable. You still get front trunk storage, decent cabin comfort, good visibility, and a driving position that doesn't destroy your back after 40 minutes. Fuel economy probably won't be amazing, but hybrid assistance may improve efficiency slightly during city driving. Maintenance, however, will definitely remain expensive. Tyres, brakes, servicing, insurance, this is not a cheap car to own. And once hybrid systems enter the equation, repair costs could become even higher long term. Now here's where things get interesting. Market positioning. The 2027 Porsche 911 Turbo S will likely sit in a very dangerous position because it overlaps multiple categories at once. It's faster than many traditional supercars, more practical than most exotics, more luxurious than many track-focused machines, and more usable daily than almost anything near its performance level. That means rivals become complicated. Against a Lamborghini Huracan successor, the Porsche may feel less emotional but more intelligent. Against a Ferrari, it may feel less exotic but easier to live with. Against a McLaren, It may offer better reliability and daily comfort. And against electric performance cars like Tesla or Lucid, the Porsche still brings that mechanical soul many EVs struggle to deliver. But price will matter a lot. The expected starting price could land somewhere around $240,000 to $280,000, depending on hybrid technology and options. And let's be honest, Porsche options can become absolutely insane. You start configuring innocent little features, and suddenly the price jumps enough to buy another sports car. Expected launch timing is probably late 2026 or early 2027, depending on Porsche's hybrid rollout strategy. So, final verdict, the 2027 Porsche 911 Turbo S is shaping up to be less of a traditional sports car and more of a complete performance weapon. It may not be the loudest, wildest, or most dramatic exotic on the road, but that's exactly why so many people love it. This is the car for someone who wants terrifying speed without sacrificing comfort, luxury, practicality, and daily usability. But at the same time, Porsche must be careful not to over-digitize the experience. Because once emotion disappears, even perfect engineering starts feeling cold. Still, if Porsche gets the balance right again, the 2027 Turbo S could easily remain one of the best all-around performance cars on Earth. But now I want your opinion. Would you take the 2027 Porsche 911 Turbo S over a Ferrari or Lamborghini at the same price? Or do you think Porsche's become too safe and too clinical? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I genuinely want to know where you stand on this debate. And if you enjoyed this honest review, subscribe to Avengers Autos because we don't do fake hype here. We talk real cars, real performance, real ownership reality, and the stuff companies usually don't want reviewers to mention. Hit the like button, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.